We just got some spicy details about a brand new 5-star coming in 5.8, and honestly, it feels like HoYoverse really wants us to lock in on building a Skirk team. She's shaping up to be a dead-on replacement for Shenhe with barely any drawbacks. She might just be the reason for you to skip Shenhe, but we're not just talking about new characters today, because HoYoverse finally listened to our requests. Yup, those quality of life changes we've been begging for, they're here, and they even sprinkled in some extra sauce on top. To be honest, these are the best quality of life changes they've given us for a while. Really brings a smile to my face. So in today's video, I'll be covering the new 5-star. All we know about her so far, her design and blueprint, her region, blah blah blah. And I'll also be covering all the changes coming and how exactly it will affect you, both positively and negatively. Things like artifact presets are coming, but you know for a fact that there's a catch that they added to it. So stick around if you want in on all the juicy gist. And hey, let's not forget that I'm giving away 10 Welcome Moons to 10 lucky winners when we hit 15,000 subs. As usual, all you gotta do is subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment down below. That way I know you're here and part of the crew. And hey, if you ever want to top up and save some cash, then feel free to visit my partner U7Buy. They offer the best discount for gaming top-ups. For example, instead of getting the $100 Genesis crystals for $100, why not just get it for $79? All you have to do is enter your UID and boom, it appears in your account. There's nothing to fear as they have strong buyer protection, and as if that wasn't enough, they've got mouth-watering deals on their site. So if you want to save some cash on your next top-up, then use my link in description or pinned comment to save yourself the extra cash. Now with that out of the way, let's quickly dive into the exciting changes that are about to shake up how we play the game. Starting in version 5.7, you'll finally be able to use Fragile Resin to claim triple rewards and domains. And yes, that makes it more valuable than condensed resin in certain situations. And except you're a 2-year-old, then you definitely know that 3 is greater than 2, right? Anyways, some of you, maybe even most, will find this incredibly useful. I mean, triple the rewards? That's a huge win for anyone trying to build characters faster or simply speedrun weekly grinds. But if we look at the bigger picture, there are a few things to be cautious about. Let me give you a quick scenario. You log in one day and see you've got 2 fragile resins sitting there. Naturally, your muscle memory kicks in, you convert them into original resin, then use them to make condensed resin so you can knock out your dailies faster. But now, some of you might run up to domains and quickly use up the fragile resin. Then you realize afterwards the fact that you just used up 60 resin without completing your dailies. Sure, it's not that much of a deal breaker, and I personally think this update is still a win-win. Grinders get faster progress, and casual players with limited time now have more efficient ways to farm. Since you aren't forced to use your fragile resin, it really comes down to choosing how you want to use your resin more strategically. And finally, for the domain part, we can now auto-skip the end animation. Small change, but a massive win. Now, due to popular request, we're finally getting artifact presets in 5.7. The catch? It's limited to just 2 slots for now. I mean, it's a great feature, but seriously, why is there always a catch? Can we not just enjoy a good thing fully for once? Anyway, the best change, in my opinion, is the update to weekly bosses. From now on, you'll get all 3 talent materials on your first clear of the week. That means no more converting materials, and farming just became almost 3 times faster. Huge win for both new players and longtime grinders. Now for the 4th change, we're heading into the abyss, and there are a few notable upgrades coming. First off, we're getting a new UI feature that shows your full team stats after completing a floor. Pretty cool for those who like to analyze their runs. Secondly, teams will now be persistent, meaning the team you used for floor 11 will automatically carry over to floor 12. And lastly, Primo Gems will now be auto-claimed after each challenge, as if we'd ever forget to claim Primos. Now out of all these updates, the persistent team change is the only one I find a bit questionable. I mean, floor 11 and floor 12 usually need completely different team comps, right? The enemy types are just too different to use the same setup. Personally, I always tailor my team for each floor, so this might end up being a bit annoying. That said, I really hope this feature is optional, because if not, it might become something they'll have to remove eventually. Now for our final QOL, it's basically turning Genshin into Discord, because now we will finally be able to create chat rooms with friends, and also we can tag friends with the tag function, making communication more seamless and fun. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the new character in 5.8. She's a 5-star Hydro unit who focuses entirely on buffing based on her personal HP, which makes her so good with Furina. And yes, we do have her stamped blueprint, which gives us a surprisingly good amount of info. First off, she uses a medium female model. Think similar to Verisa, but not quite as thick. Her hair won't be strictly black and white either. Instead, it takes on multiple hues, matching the colored strands seen in her hair attachment right here. As for her weapon, it's designed to be subtle and sleek, and from what we've gathered, she's most likely a catalyst user. Now, design-wise, she's got a very Sumerian-inspired vibe, which honestly makes her stand out even more. But what really caught my attention is how many of her outfit parts seem to be detached from her body. Why does that matter? Well, the more detached parts a character model has, the more fluid and expressive their movements tend to be. It usually translates into a smoother, more dynamic animation style, which could make her really satisfying to watch in action. Now, I did ask a few questions to learn more about her, and here's how it went. I asked, so is Skirk's ultimate team going to be Furina, Escoffie, and this new Hydro lady? And the response I got was, she's more similar to Shenhe, but with the added bonus of scaling off HP, which makes her a more comfortable fit for the team. In the end, just pick between the two. So yeah, you heard that right. You don't need to pull for Shenhe anymore. This new Hydro character could very well be her replacement. Maybe even better, because let's be honest, new characters almost always power creep older characters in some way, and HoYoverse clearly wants Skirk to shine. There's just no way they're dropping a mediocre support for her. Anyways, that's a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed it, or at least found it useful, consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. It helps way more than you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.